the pressure is getting worse. My brothers and my sisters, if you are single, hey, Lord is our muscle. Look, I cannot think in this life. It's a similar. This. The only thing I think about is goodness, favor, the glory of God, the power of God, souls that need to be saved. I don't think of all these things. Yes. If you like, you believe. If you like, you don't believe, you rest. You what? So you're welcome to another episode. Today, we're going to be talking about something very interesting. And I tend to talk about this topic. Before, I didn't want to talk about it because I'm like, I don't want to say, but I feel like people have now drafted out series of actions that people should carry out to validate their love to you or for you. And also, these guys, guys are also under this subtle pressure that if I do something, it's going to validate my love to this person. And then they're trying to prove these things. But it's not easy. Everybody is doing pararara, going to somebody's house, engaging. Somebody is carrying bouquet of flower, money. Even in this economy where money is in fact, if you can even see the money to spend, there will go.
Thank God for the Central Bank that banned money bouquet because people that want to use bouquet to punish us single sisters, the plan about that stay.
But people are still doing flower with money. People are planning things. People are cooking food. In these times where no now you can't do that now. People cannot do that to me. You will not put me under any pressure. So yes, these are the reasons why I decided to talk about this topic, and I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, my opinion around it. So you're welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jessica, and if you are a returning subscriber, you are welcome. Valentine's Day is a day that that is popularly worldwide celebrated as the love day for the romantic relationship, right? I don't want to even go to the story how the whole love thing came up, but how do you think what we know now is that it's a day that people have set aside to celebrate romantic relationship. So people that are married, people that are in relationships, they carry this day, and then they carry the day. Okay, they take, they just use the English. They shall take out time on this particular day, which is February 14th, to celebrate their romantic relationships, right? And I feel like one of the challenges we're currently having is that some persons are not able to carry out these certain actions that would seemingly look like they're celebrating their partners, or some persons are under pressure. Some persons are doing things because they want their partner to, they want to prove, to their partner that they love them, and they want to have this validation from their partner. While some other ladies are also using this same day to validate the love of their partner, to say, okay, it's today I will know if Jumbo loves me. It is today I will know if Emeka is my G. It is today I will know if Sandra is my babe. So just yesterday I was around a friend, and then this guy was making calls, and then he was saying, oh, I need to get this, I need to get that, and I'm like, okay. And he's like, I need to do this thing. If I don't do this thing, and I'm not sure should, and I'm like, okay, so you want to do it so that you will not feel somehow, Abi, you want to do it, Abi, don't want to do it because why do you really want to do it? Do you want to do it because you just want to take out this to celebrate her, or you are doing it because if I don't do it now, she will now say. And I feel like when as I thought about this thing, I'm like, no, the pressure is getting worse. So pressure is like is our inward response to informations we receive, and how we respond to those things based on informations we've received, like information like things we've watched, things people have said, and information that we do not have, right? So you allow pressure get to things become pressure to you because of lack of some information and because of presence of some information in your life. And funny thing about life is that there's some things that you think that they did not settle in your mind though. You think that, oh, people are just having a conversation. When you go forward, or you can just be sleeping one day and you find out that a thought somebody said will just ring in your mind. So at the end of the day, those things start becoming pressure to you. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to think again. You get into a place where you're trying to harness your thoughts, harness your thinking pattern, and all of those things. These are because of how we respond. So we are a product of informations. We are all product of informations. The person you are today is a product of information. However, you can decide what information to keep, you can decide what information to discard. But when it comes to pressure, what people don't know is that pressure can be subtle. Pressure comes from what you see, what you've given yourself to. For example, my Korean people. Hey, me, I love Korean movies. I love Korean movies. In fact, there was one time I was talking to someone that said that I know that Korean environment, Korean lifestyle, their way of life, blah blah blah, their thinking is not the way Nigerian. It's not the same with Nigeria. So I will not even come and camp my life. But you see this Korean thing, I just like it because it's like as if I fantasize a lot. I just love the whole paparazzi of love they do, and all of it. I just enjoy it. Just get myself entertained with this movie. But I realized that some ladies have carried it as that's the pattern. If you cannot follow this pattern, that means you are not loving me. If you are not doing this, that means you're not loving me. But I'm trying to say that at the end of the day, we've let these things become pressure to us. But the truth of the matter is that we all want love. Hey, Jesus. In fact, I've been praying and I'm waiting and I'm praying, right? But at the end of the day, we all want love. We want to love and want to be loved. What we call love really is based on informations that we garnered while we were growing up, right? Let me just give a quick example. So let's say you grow up from a family where you don't really get attention. There's a lot of things, probably the way your dad or your mom, you don't really get attention. In fact, things you do, it's not recognized and all of that. When you grow up and somebody tends to start showing you attention, all of a sudden your desire, that part of you that was missing, will start interpreting that as love, regardless of who is showing it. If you grow up in a family where they don't really give gifts, like before they will take you out, it's like taking you out like a reward. You now started seeing persons telling you, let's go out. You will read that going out like one big thing, like somebody say we should go out. So you've heard that kind of thing, right? It's because of how people grew up. At the end of the day, those words made me really understand where people are coming from. So I realized that in this Valentine season, right, why a lot of persons, male, female, gets under this vibe or this pressure of wanting to do something. They have to do something, they have to keep up. It's because of how society has made and amplified that day like it's a very important day. Like if you don't celebrate that day, you have missed something great in your life. They so emphasize it, and it has now become a paramount place in your life. Like if I don't get the gift this day, in fact, you come online and you see guys saying, guys will be making funny jokes and they'll be like, guys, brace up to receive boxers, to receive singlets. You hear ladies coming online saying, if your boyfriend or your fiance comes out and starts to bring up the quarrel, don't allow it. That's the devil trying to lure you to not receive gift this period. Just go with the flow. Anything he says, just say yes sir, just that you can collect gift. So I found out that as funny as these things may seem, but carelessly and unconsciously, it has marked a place in the heart of people whereby if some certain activities are not carried out that day for them or to them, it would seem as if there's something missing, something went wrong, something went wrong, there's something not right, because that day has been dignified by the society, right? However, if you choose to hallow Valentine's Day, beautiful. If you and your spouse, your engaged person you're espoused to, person you're engaged to, you guys hallow the day, you guys make the day special, there's no problem. But this video is basically talking about pressure, right? So because the world has magnified that day, you see people under pressure. And one of the things I learned, right, from church, from when my pastor was teaching, is that pressure is actually internal, right? Pressure is actually internal. It's how we have given ourselves to what people say. It's how we've given ourselves to resources that we've come across. However, there's something the scripture says, right? Say, guard your heart with all diligence, because out of your heart are the issues of life, right? So, and the scripture also says that whatever things are true, whatever things are pure, whatever things are holy, think on these things, right? Think on these things, because there are some informations that will come to your mind that you will just allow, because that's where it starts coming from. You just allow people to say things around you, and before you know, you start considering those things and you start thinking about those things, and those things now form a certain perception that you have towards things, and this is where pressure comes in from, right? But this is what I'm saying. As much as we are trying to, it's a season of love, right? Do not capitalize your values on what people have said or what society has said. We are believers, so our value system, our perception should, as much as possible, not be based on the world standard. So if the world would exalt Valentine's Day and say, if your guy does not do this, if your fiance does not do this, your fiance, or Shark, I don't mind English, Shark. If your husband does not do this, your wife does not do this, that means they don't love you. And at the end of the day, you're already missing the point. You get already missing the point, and using the world standards to validate this wholesome relationship that they have. I don't personally feel like people should not allow, if the day is wholesome to you, beautiful. But what I'm saying is that do not allow the world spell out what that day is for you and the series of actions you should take to validate your partner's love for you. One of the ways you can deal with this thing is that this season, just try to eject, try to flush out every ideologies you have about Valentine's Day that is not edifying, that will not be of help to your partner, that will not be of help to you. Anything that would tear you down, anything that would make you look out to the world, right, to validate a certain action, you should reject it, right? It's not wholesome for you as a believer. The reason for this is that once you allow yourself to give into pressure, subsequently you're going to implode. You're going to implode, right? You're going to be shattered from inside out. You're going to lose what is really of value to you. And one of the things I actually learned while my pastor was speaking, and these are things that the Lord has taught me over time, is that we do not allow social media to dictate our lives. Like, do not build your life on social media, because one thing I've realized in this life is that people will only show you what they want you to see. That's the truth. There's a message that will come online, they will say a lot of things, and when you get to meet them personally, they are like opposite what they put on social media. Some persons would come, in fact, the kind of stories, okay, let's take for example movies, right? You watch movies, you say, oh, these people, they look good together, oh, these people, they are so nice, this lovely, and everybody's just fantastic over them. And after the movie, you see that they've broken up. After the movie, let's say because of that pressure of, oh, these people are good together, they start dating. Before you know, they've broken up. Why? Because social media can pressure you to act on what is not real. That's just a simple truth of what I've come to realize. And people will always, nobody comes on social media to tell you their failures. Nobody comes on social media to tell you their pain, to tell you their challenges. They will only come and tell you their victories, their success, their wins. They will not come and tell you the struggles. So if you take somebody's post, one single post, 2 posts, 3 posts, to now start measuring your life, measuring your love life, measuring your partner, using it to scale your partner, using it to scale my sister and my brothers, you are going to die of pressure. Remove yourself from there. Just disappear from that place. Decide, because at the end of the day, we are all faced with choices. We've got to make choices. And if your decision is to give yourself to pressure and allow what people say, to structure your pattern, your perception towards days, towards actions, then you're going to live a very unfulfilling life. You're going to live a very unfulfilling life, fulfilling relationship, because your relationship is just based on peripherals. It's based on flimsy things. It's based on fickle things, right? It's based on things that can go and come. It's not based on something solid. It's not based on something strong. So I think if you have that's my own school of thoughts around these things, right? Engage in things that will help you, right? Engage in things that will elevate your relationship, not because that's what the standard of the world is, right? Engage in things that would make your partner happy. Engage in things that would make you happy, that is wholesome. Just create memories. There are a lot of things you can do together as partners that you don't have to really break the bank. If you are single, you can take yourself out. You can, if you like your friends, you can do a guest night out, guys night out, show each other love, just celebrate yourself, just do things that will give you joy, things that will make you fast sleep. Your body need rest, sleep. At least sleeping, you don't do your face like that. You need to sleep. You need to sleep. So please write in the comment section, start telling me what's your take on this, to think about Valentine's Day, and if you feel that as believers you should celebrate Valentine's Day. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not subscribed, and also do it to turn on the notification bell so that you will get notified every single time I drop a new content. You don't want to miss anything I'm uploading. You don't want to miss any content, because it's going to be fast, close, fast.